a new record of 0-0. So it's going to be a great sectional. I think we got Salem with VV this week, and then we got West Washington going all the way up to Knightstown, and East Washington. I think they're going against. I'll find out here in a few minutes because I cannot remember who they're going against. I had it all wrote down, but I don't have the newspaper with me. Yeah, it makes complete sense. So, well, I tell you what, let's start off the show right here, right now, and let's just find out. Is the ice cream machine working? Yep, ice cream machine is on point and working. So you need to get your butt down here and get you a big old cone, or get you a McFlurry, or hey, they got this new pumpkin treat thing that looks amazing, and it's on the Big Win app. So if you go download the app, you can literally go ahead and order that on the app. So yeah, that'd be a good thing. So I tell you what, we got tonight is we're going to interview Rory. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, fantastic. So what was your take on Friday night's game? How did that work out for you?
I wish we won, but I tried my best. I think the whole team did, and we just it's just not our best game. We can definitely do better.
Yeah. So this week we've got, of course, you're going all the way up to VB, because that's where Switzerland County's at. So anything the coach has done this week to kind of make you look at what their kind of offense is doing, what their defense is doing?
Yeah, we just watched film on Saturday. We already got right to it. And then they're just having us, play like man. We're just trying to focus on, their best players. They got good receivers, so we got to, make sure we lock them down.
Yeah.
And we got to stop their running game to really get at counters.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to stop that counter game is kind of one of the big things, and that's how I think they've won several games they have, is because, and I know when they went up against a few of the opponents, that was what won them the game. So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to go rapid fire questions for Rory here. So Rory, you're from Salem, and I've known you literally your entire school career since I was started coaching here at Salem. So let's start this. So you're a senior?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's after high school?
College.
College. What college?
Either Louisville or maybe Indiana State.
If someone gave you a golden ticket and said you could go anywhere you want to go, and here's the ticket, and it's all paid for, what would be the ultimate school?
It'd be Florida.
Florida. Yeah. Now, why? Is it for the football program or for the football program? Yes, I understand. Not IU, not Ohio State.
No.
I can't blame you. I'd rather go to Florida anyway. It's a lot warmer down there anyway than being in Indiana. Yeah, we actually were doing that with Tara's cold all the time now. So she said, we're going to have to move south. And I said, no, we're not. No, maybe in the wintertime, but no, we're not going to move south in the summertime. So it's too hot down there in the summer, and it's too cold up here in the winter. So we're gonna have to find some happy medium there. Okay, so you graduating on time, or are you going to graduate early? Be able to graduate early?
On time.
On time. Okay. So want to go to Florida? Going to end up at U of L or where else?
Indiana State.
Indiana State. Okay. So both good programs. What are you studying?
Philosophy.
Philosophy. Okay. So so if someone was going to ask, hey, what's something big about philosophy we need to know? What would you tell them?
It's really deep thinking. You gotta look inside yourself.
Yeah. I don't do that at all because it scares me to actually think about thinking. So no, it doesn't. And I know Spud Shockey doesn't do it. He doesn't think, period. So if you're listening, Spud, I know you are. So car. What are you driving?
I'm driving a Nissan Versa.
Nissan Versa. What is if let's say 5 years in the future, if someone gave you a golden ticket and said, here it is, what would you want to drive? The ultimate Rory car.
That's a good question. I'd probably go like a Camaro or something.
I see the shirt. The shirt.
Yeah.
Got the Corvette shirt going. So Corvette, Camaro, something like that. Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, now Rory's he's not 9 feet tall. You're about what? 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", something like that. Whatever it is. fit in any car. And, that being said, you can drive anything you want to drive. So, me, I can't even hardly fit in a Corvette. So, it's very, very difficult for me to be able to fit in a Corvette. So, I'm going to ask this question. I got to know I'm getting text messages all day. When they found out all the people, they found out, hey, I'm interviewing Rory. They all want to know, does Rory got a girlfriend? No, he is single, ladies. I mean, this is the kid here. He will deep think you all over the place. So I can tell you what, ladies, if you need to get out here and get you a piece of this Rory. Before he goes to college. When he gets down to college, all these girls are going to be going, hey, I can tell you this. They're going to be wanting over Rory, I'm telling you. Yeah, he's a good-looking kid. I'm telling you, he's right for the taking. So, all right, Rory. Well, is there anything that you want our audience to know about you?
I rap.
Oh, he raps. Yep. That's part of the whole philosophy thing, and then deep thinking. Yep. Do you have anything on like Spotify or anything? Oh, you got a Spotify account.
Yes, Spotify.
Here's your plug, man. Yeah. Here's your plug. You plug whatever you want to plug. Tell us what it is.
All right, it's DJ Dreads, capital D and capital D for DJ and Dreads.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify for music. You can find me on YouTube and any streaming service.
Fantastic. See, everybody, I'm telling you, this kid's going to be going far. I can tell you this. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Hang on to me. Stick with me.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple & Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple & Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple & Temple have been supporting Washington County for 77 years, one project at a time. Call Temple & Temple today at 812-883-6644, or find them online at templeandtemple.com, where you can also apply for job opportunities.
And we are back, and hey, we are interviewing Rory right now. Hey, we've asked him some amazing questions. I can tell you, he's right for the taking. We found out what his favorite car was. We found out what he wants to do after high school. We found out what that he raps. You're on Spotify. That's awesome. He is the only one, ladies and gentlemen, that came with a fan club. I mean, there are kids here actually that's cheering him on during this interview, and I can tell you this: I have not had that all year long. So I'm telling you, if you get a chance, whenever we're gonna make you famous. Yeah, we are gonna make you famous. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad to the bone. Everyone's gonna know who. You're gonna walk in tomorrow at school, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, there's Rory right there. There's Rory. Yep, that's him." So I tell you what, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us tonight. We learned a lot. You are number 10 on the field, wide receiver. Yep. And I gotta ask you this: what is your favorite football memory?
Favorite football memory? Probably against Clarksville sectionals last year, and I scooped and scored.
Scooped and scored. Was it a six, but it was a pick six. It was a scoop and six. A scoop six. Yeah, we'll call it scoop six. So that's awesome. That is absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing better than actually going down and beating Clarksville, I can tell you. Yeah. I know the head coach down there, so yeah, it's actually really going to go out there and beating Hawk out. So yeah. But hey, thanks so much for coming in and talking with me tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break, get Rory out of here, get him something to eat here at McDonald's. Oh, got to ask you this: what is your go-to McDonald's meal?
Personally, I'm going with 2 plain McDoubles, a large fry, and a big frappe.
I can tell y'all, this kid is he is skinny as a rail, and you just heard what he eats: 2 double quarter pounders and a meal, right? And you're going large. You got to go large, and a McFrappe. I mean, that's a lot. Oh yeah, Gavin's face says it all. He's like, oh my God, Yeah, he just ate all that. He's eating all that. So, yeah. So, all right, everybody. Hey, you stick with me. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Hey, stick with me.
A fan favorite is coming back to McDonald's, and this time, they'll be here to stay. Snack wraps are back, baby. Back on the menu at your local McDonald's after a long wait. Starting July 10th, the snack wrap returns to participating restaurants nationwide. And this time, they'll be here to stay. You can get them in 2 delicious flavors, spicy and ranch. Spicy snack wraps will feature a bold, zesty, and unapologetically fiery taste. The spicy snack wrap brings the heat with a habanero kick that fans know and love from the spicy McCrispy sandwich. Ranch snack wraps will be smooth, rich, and irresistibly savory. The ranch snack wrap delivers a satisfying burst of cool ranch goodness with hints of garlic and onion. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of McDonald's menu and their under $3 menu. I'll be back with more details later. In the meantime, check out snackwrapfiles.com for daily reviews. I'm loving it.
And we are back here at McDonald's for Coach's Corner. We are into the second segment already. I tell you what, it's been a heck of an interview so far. Got Rory out of here. He's over there in line waiting for his food. And you just heard what he's going to eat. And I've got Mr. Jordan here. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you?
You hear what he eats? I mean, that kid eats 2 double quarter pounders and fries and a frappe. I mean, look at him. I mean, look, he's skinny as a rail. I mean, it's like that's.
We can't do that.
No, heck no, man. I ate a while ago, and I had a double quarter pounder. I had 2 of them with no bun. And I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, it was really good. It was really amazing. I put it on my own bun because it's got a keto bun, and I can tell you, it was great. It was, and I'm sitting here just about to die, and that's a lot of food.
I lost about 80 pounds due to keto.
Oh yeah, you can do it at work. That's what I'm at. I'm at 82 right now. So I was lower than that, and then started going to the gym every day, and gained some back to the muscle, and then over football season, I've really hard. Oh, it is, and I haven't been able to go to the gym during football season. So last night was my first night back. I got home and I could barely lift my teeth in my mouth. It was that bad. It was rough. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so I got to know. We haven't talked to. I mean, last week you were. I mean, I know you got the phone call from Donald Trump, and he had to go to the diplomat.
Yeah.
So is everything okay with?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Everything's good. Yeah,
fantastic.
We're good.
Well, let's go back a couple weeks. Let's talk about what's going on with the Eastern Musketeers.
So, we're getting some kids back.
That's very important.
Getting some kids back finally.
Yeah.
Heading into week 10.
Yes. Yeah. So, hey, this is the second season, so I can tell you, it's time.
Yeah. Trying to get some of those kids kind of in better shape, back in the groove of things a little bit.
Yeah. So, with that being said, you got how about called him Chad?
Rickard.
Yeah, Rickard. You got Rickard back.
I got Rickard back. He's been playing well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think he's ready for the second season.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, who are you actually playing in sectional? For some reason, I'm having a brain aneurysm, and I don't understand. I can't remember.
We're going to Paoli.
Going to Paoli. So you're playing Paoli this week for the first round of sectional.
Yeah.
What have you watched any film on them?
Yeah,
watched
a ton. Yeah, I've watched a lot.
Yeah.
There are some pieces we can definitely pick on. Defensively, they're going to see something defensively that no other team has seen yet.
Yeah.
Probably something. I doubt they've ever played against the defense we're going to throw at them.
Yeah.
So we're going to see. We've been struggling defensively a little bit.
Good.
Obviously, offensively we were too. I feel that we get the offense to get going, then the defense just isn't so gassed all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's deflating to get a stop.
Yeah.
And then you don't score, then they get another stop, and then you don't.
Yes.
Our defensive coach, our defensive coordinator, Michael Buckheister. They're all doing a good job. It's just getting those kids back. We're going to try to surprise Paoli.
Yeah, I know with what they run a mid-veer.
Yeah.
And they haven't deviated from that since Lowry or Coach Hartsfield was there.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same offense as what they've always used.
Same thing.
And I think if you can defeat that, you're there.
Yeah. Because they play the same game as us. We're finally. First of all, we're done with the MSC.
Yeah.
That after the Charlestown game, that was it.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I was talking to my kids because we came out against Charlestown first drive, just marched right down the field.
Yeah.
They got the ball. We got to stop. Started marching down the field. Mm-hmm. But it was when we're going offense to defense, and they're changing out like 9 to 10 kids, and my guys are just sitting out there they just never come off the field.
Oh yeah.
And that's that's just week after week after. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
So we get to Paoli, see their roster, and I'm like, I think it was like 37 kids, and I'm like, where's the rest of them?
Yeah.
So they're playing the same game as us. So I like where we're at. We're really figuring some things out. I started the season with an offense I shouldn't have been in.
Yeah.
So that was week 3. Heading into week 4, we switched it. So of course
you went back to
right. Yeah. Right. We talked about that.
Yeah. And that's extremely important, especially when you're looking at what you're comfortable with. Because when you're comfortable with something as a head coach, you can say, "Hey, I want to do this, and I'm comfortable with it because this is what I've always done." And all the other coaches, everybody else will be like, "Okay, then that's what we're going to stick with."
Right. Yeah.
And again, I think that's one of those things to where, as a head coach, going into a program and sitting down the gauntlet and saying, "Okay, this is what we're doing," is extremely important. Because that sets the tone for everything moving forward.
Right.
And I understand. I mean, I completely understand you're kind of going into this new program. You're like, I don't really, you've been a middle school coach for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And then transition over to high school. You also have to do what fits your kids.
Right. And we definitely know what that is now. And the future. Yeah, we're in a good spot.
And that's what we got to look at here, because what happens is. And going into the Paoli game, I know with Cooper's my cousin's kid, so he's like a third cousin or something. But Cooper, he's their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They very limitedly passed when they played West Washington. So that being said, it's a run game, and I see a shift. I see a shift in Paoli, and I see a shift in Springs Valley. I see a shift in, I think Silver Creek. You're seeing that shift also to where they're pulling back because Silver Creek they don't even have an 8th grade team right now. Paoli, they only had one team. They only had an 8th grade team. So a 7th grade team, that's all they had. So I'm seeing this shift to where. Either one of two things are happening. People are getting disinterested in football in these programs, or the kids are finding another program to go to.
Yeah,
and I think that I'm seeing that more than anything else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and I see with Eastern, it's going up. I see nothing but an uptick with East Washington.
Yeah, I'd say people look at our record. I've had people ask me, why are you so happy with, like, people from the outside? The people in Eastern and I think the community see where we're heading.
Yes.
People are like, man, you're 1-8, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea. You have no idea how excited I am.
Records mean nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Because what's coming to the future and things like I completely understand.
Competed in JV all year, and we won our last game by like 40.
Yeah.
The youth league was tackling. We had flag. Everything.
Yeah.
All the right things are falling into place.
Right.
So.
And that's what, and looking at with what you guys are doing over in East Washington, you're a younger guy, as in like a younger coach, and you're going to build this program. And that's what I see with East Washington. When you have that, you're looking at a completely different situation than what some of these other programs where they're getting 4 or 5 different coaches because we don't know where they're going to be in the next 2 or 3 years. Like Salem, we don't know where the Salem is going to be. We don't know what Rogers is going to stay there. that they've already, we don't know if Gleason's coming back. I mean, there's nothing has been, formally announced. Jeremy, he's been at West Washington for the last five
or
years.
6 years, I think.
So
yeah.
you look at that. You look at Hawk down, going down to Clarksville. Leaving Charlestown. I mean, you know who Hawk is.
Yeah.
There's a big shift, and I think what you're going to find out is you're the youngest of all of them.
Right. Yeah.
And you're smiling, you're laughing, but it's really a cool thing.
Yeah.
To see someone that's as young as you that's actually going to be building that program. So
yeah.
Very, very cool. Very cool. So let's talk to this young man you brought. So who you bring with us tonight?
Lucas Langley.
Lucas Langley. So I'm gonna go through a gauntlet of questions, and you can answer yes or no, or you can actually go a little bit deeper. What's your go-to McDonald's meal when you're here?
Spicy chicken sandwich deluxe and a Big Mac.
Oh, and a Big Mac. Y'all, this kid's like Bucko 5, soaking wet, holding the sponge. I'm not kidding you. He's he's probably about 7 feet tall. So by a heck of it, I'm sure that you get him out in the flats. He's easy to see to be able to catch that ball.
He does. I think you lead our team in receiving yards too.
Oh wow,
touchdowns too, maybe.
Yeah,
receiving
touchdowns. I've only received the ball like 3 times, but it's over like 40 yards.
Hey, it's receiving the ball and then it's after the catch. Yes, it is.
The one in Salem was 87 yards. So that's where a big chunk of it came.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
That's all my receiving yards right there.
So what grade?
I am a senior in high school.
So you're a senior. Okay. So what's the plan for you after high school?
I'm gonna go into the Army.
Okay.
And just explore.
Okay. So what is your MOS? What is you wanting your MOS to be? What do you want your job to be?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure. Well, and hey, that's okay. I mean, it's you got some sense of direction. That's awesome. So okay. So I got to know. We all got to know. If you have a golden ticket, you said, okay, this is a car you can go buy. Any car you want. What would it be?
I'm stuck on a sports car or truck.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well,
probably,
it's the golden ticket. It's the ticket. Right. I mean, if you say Cybertruck, just get up and leave right now. Just get the heck out of here.
I'm not sure. I'd like a sports car to just drive around.
Well, yeah, but I mean, okay. So this is the one you're going to have for the rest of your life. You want to have a truck. Let's go with the truck because I know that's what everybody's want to know. What kind of truck? What's your brand of choice?
An old Ford one.
An old Ford? No, I'm talking brand new. I'm talking the golden ticket. No, I guess you can take an old one and completely restore it back to.
What do you want? Like a '94 or something?
Yeah, that's old nowadays. That's when I got married. It was '99. I mean, good Lord. Oh, it makes me feel old.
A box.
You like the square body Fords? Yeah, like a super high boy. You want to go low?
No
low.
Not low.
He want to go 4-wheel drive, monster motors. Yep. Yeah. I can see it. Because I can tell you, any sports car you get, you probably won't fit in it. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I'll tell you a story. I worked for a guy over in Paoli. And he owned a wrecking yard, and he would buy wrecked cars, and so he bought a Dodge Viper, and he said, hey, I would like to. I told him, I said, I want to go get Arby's in Mitchell from Paoli. He looked at me, he goes, here, threw me the keys to the Viper. I said, here, take the Viper. I was a 19-year-old kid. I was like, oh, yeah. So I get in this Viper, and I take off. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I have to sit where my head is turned 90 degrees just to be able to look out the windshield. And I can tell you, everyone says, well, how fast the trip was at the Mitchell and back? It was really fast. I can tell you, all I can remember is looking at it sideways the entire time, going down the road because I just couldn't do it. And I was skinny back then. I was kind of like you, not that skinny, but I was skinny. But when you sit down in a Dodge Viper, it didn't have a top, So I can either look down through the windshield or up over the top, and I can tell you, when you look over the top, you're only doing about 30 because bugs are hitting you, and your eyes are watering, and it's bad. It was bad. So, but yeah. So okay. So next question. Okay. So where you want to end up in life? So you want to go to the Army? If I said, hey, you can go anywhere you want to, you can live anywhere you want to, where would that be?
Probably Tennessee.
Tennessee. You know, he even says it right. Tennessee.
I heard that.
Did you hear?
That's the first time I've heard that, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that yet.
I can't blame him. I love Tennessee. My aunt's in Tennessee, actually. Yeah.
My whole family's in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Okay, so so we got that out of the way. So I got to know, in football, and it doesn't have to be this year, what's your favorite memory, favorite play, favorite whatever in football?
I've only played for 2 years, and last year I didn't get any touchdowns or played any offense. So it was definitely this year.
Yeah.
What's like your favorite memory? Like, what story are you going to tell?
I can tell you what.
I think it's
the Caleb special.
Yeah.
That play,
or maybe the one against Clarksville where like we ran the ball a lot, and so they didn't expect any passes, and I was
another 80-yard bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
His whole hand was down at the ground, ready to throw it.
Yeah.
It was like a cannonball.
And then he just launched it. You were there.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. That is absolutely amazing.
That's just my first ever touchdown.
That's your first. Oh, you'll always remember that one then.
Yeah, but it wasn't on film on Huddle.
Yeah,
we did.
It wasn't on Huddle.
We did miss one play that game.
That was it. Hey, that's all right. You could do the Al Bundy thing where you scored 4 touchdowns and but
coach forgot to record.
Yeah, coach forgot to hit the record button. So that's what you'll tell everybody. Well, the coach forgot to hit the record button. But it's on the stats.
My friend's parents was recording the play.
Yeah.
So it's off their phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have a recording of it from the bleachers.
Then that's important. Yeah.
I'm curious. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
Yes.
How many kids, all the kids you've had in here throughout the season, you ask them, I know.
You're interviewing the interviewer. I like it.
How many have told you they wanted to play football at the next level? Roughly, because I feel like I haven't heard any.
That is an extremely rare question. I mean, as in it's rare that anyone has actually said that to me. And I think it's because high school football and college football, unless you got people actually looking at you as a sophomore, and you're talking to somebody as a sophomore, I don't think that's a realistic or that's not reality. I mean, I've heard some kids, tell me, they're going to this school, they're going to play football for this school, but it was never. It's really rare in this area to get a scholarship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like my son played D3. Porter Howie, he played D3 in several different states. There's been D3 athletes, but I think there's only been maybe 3 that have said they're going to the next level, and I think only 2 did that I can remember that actually I talked to.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's bad or anything.
No, it's
just some other schools I've been to. Everybody's like, I want to play at the next level.
Yeah.
They also focus and play one sport.
Right.
So maybe that's part of where it comes into.
It could be. Well, like I said, I mean, when you look at and it really has nothing to do with talent. It has to do with, I think, reality kicks in. I mean, I know, RJ, he played at next level. Franklin, RJ, he played D1. So you look at what some of these programs do, and then it's like, well, the realistic portion of it kicks in to where it's not going to be realistic to actually play that next level. Yeah, like I said, and I think that's what kids do. They actually look at it and go, well, since I know that that's not going to happen, then I'm not even going to think about it.
Yeah.
And most people were saying a military I'm going to sit in my mom's basement, and I'm going to play, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Now, I haven't got that one time either. I want to do that.
Elementary and middle schoolers right now. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Well, hey, guys, thank you so much for coming in with me. And hopefully next week I get to see you again, because the rule is, if you lose, you don't come back on sectional. So this is the beginning of second season.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I talk to you next week. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. So, but thank you boys very much for coming in and talking to me tonight. Hey, I tell you what, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and you all stick with me.
At Papa John's, get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic knots, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
I'm Lauren Mitchell, and this is the Friday Game Day forecast. After a frigid start to the morning, we should see sunny skies and 57 today, and game time temps of 51 around Salem, and a bit cooler in Knightstown, at 50 by kickoff. By the end of the game, it's going to be about 45 degrees, so be sure and dress warmly. Saturday will be about 60, and will be the warmest day in the next week. I'm Lauren Mitchell for WSLM Weather. I'll keep an eye on the weather so you don't have to. Good luck to Salem, East Washington, and West Washington in their sectional games.
Keep Du Bois County Tire call. Big or small, they serve it all. They have the main brand tires, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires more driving me. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we serve it all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through October 31st, get up to $180 back on a Firestone prepaid MasterCard. Get up to $80 when you buy a set of 4 eligible Firestone tires. Get an additional $100 when you make an eligible tire purchase with your CFNA credit card. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See FirestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we serve it all. Du Bois County Tire.
And welcome back in. It is Wednesday night, Coach's Corner, and I tell you what, we just wrapped up a great interview with Coach Jordan. Things are going to do great things over there in that program. And now I tell you what, we are actually on the line with Coach Jeremy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Chris. How are you?
Fantastic. I can tell you what a game last week. I mean, that was an amazing win for West Washington.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere and just a super entertaining football game, I'm sure, for everyone that came out to watch. And there sure was a lot of people that came out and did that. It was a packed house, and it was a fun environment. And, I thought both teams played very well.
I tell you what, when, I was announcing the game, and I was trying to be as impartial as I possibly could, because, I do know everybody involved with both programs, so I was trying to be but I still had to, side with, of course, West Washington because, my kid's on the team. So, so when you went into halftime, knowing that it was 6-14, what did you tell those boys in the locker room?
We just never really deviated from our plan. We knew exactly what we wanted to do, and I just thought we did a much better job executing that plan in the second half. And, I think it was just more reassuring our kids that we believed in them and that we knew that they were going to step up and make the plays that were going to be needed, that we were going to need for them to make in the second half to get on top of that thing. The first half just felt like they were getting in too many third and short type of situations. And one of our big goals for the week was winning first and second down when we were on defense, and I just thought we did a much better job of that the second half. We were able to create a couple turnovers as well. We had a couple plays in special teams that I thought really flipped the field, and and were some game-changing moments in our special teams. And then offensively, I thought we did a great job of blocking at every position, not just the guys up front, but also our skill players out on the perimeter. And, by doing that, I thought we were able to have some explosive plays that showed up, and those explosive plays turned out to be the difference.
Yeah, I noticed when you guys came back from halftime, it was like, usually, and we've seen this all year, not with just West Washington, with Salem, with East Washington. When the score is down, it's like it's very hard to climb out of that hole. And I tell you what, I see. It seems like that West Washington did a very, very good job actually climbing out of that hole on Friday night.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, I think it's a tribute to our seniors. We don't have a lot of seniors, and we're a fairly young football team. Not fairly young. We are a young football team, but the seniors that we do have done a great job stepping up. Especially after we went through the toughest stretch of our schedule. We reached out to those seniors, and we had a meeting, and we talked to them that we needed those guys to take more ownership of the football team, that we needed more ownership coming from the locker room and not so much from the coach's office. And I think our seniors really took that to heart, and it's really been a changing point in our season. And I just really appreciate the leadership qualities that they've shown in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I can tell you whenever, that very last play of the game, I was announcing the game, and I just shut up at that point because I can tell you this, I didn't even know how to respond or how to actually announce that play because there were so many laterals and so many forward passes. I'm like, I don't even know folks, I don't even know what to say right now because it was just so, it was such there was so much going on. It was hard for to explain it on the radio. Was you worried at that point?
Well, I mean, you're always concerned until you get the final whistle that the player is on the ground. Of course, as a couple of those pitches are happening, you're like, okay, that one was forward, but I don't see a flag. So you get a little bit concerned, but you just got to rely that the kids are they're gonna play with the proper leverage. That you're not going to get a kid really going outside of their area. If you're an inside-out player, you got to stay an inside-out player. If you're an outside-in player, you got to stay an outside-in player. You got to just continue to have those type of leverages, especially in a play like that. And we work hard on pursuit angles and always attacking in the right type of leverage. And you got to have faith that that's going to show up in those type of moments.
Right. No, I completely agree. I can tell you this: whenever that last play was, or whenever was it the last play when the fireworks started going off, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's just not a real good omen there. There's still time left on the clock, and there's fireworks going off, and you're just. To yourself, you're like, okay, shut out the noise.
Yes.
Shut out the noise. Let's just get this last game done. That probably bothered me worse than anything because it's not good karma sometimes when that stuff's happening, but it all worked out.
Yeah, I can tell you what, the picture that I'll never forget in my mind is you jumping up and actually in the arms of one of the players. And, that's how excited you were about winning the Washington County Super Bowl. I mean, what a night.
Well, it's a fun night. It's of course, a county rivalry, and we've talked about that. Like everybody knows everybody, and it's kind of like when you go up against your brother in a basketball game.
Yeah.
Like you really want to win, not because there's some sort of dislike or anything like that. It's the opposite. It's because it's people you care about, people you have respect for, and a lot of people on our roster that live in Salem School District or used to go to Salem schools. And, even myself, I coached at Salem for 10 years.
Yeah.
There's a lot of relationships there. And it's people you care about, people you want to play your best against. And, just excited that our kids were able to do that and pull it off. And more importantly, that we were able to gain, all this momentum going into the tournament, winning 3 games in a row and having a ton of momentum going into the tournament where, it really counts now. And you're now playing for your right for another week. And, our seniors' right to play another football game because the reality is whenever this season ends, most of those seniors, if not all, will never play another football game again.
Yeah, exactly.
And, a lot of those kids have invested a lot of time and a lot of effort and commitment and dedication, and you want it to last as long as you can.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're trying to do right now, and our kids are super dialed in, and we do have a bunch of momentum, and it's really fun going to practice every day and watch them get ready for the next step.
Yeah, let's talk about that next step. We always talk about the second season and what's to come. What have you heard about Knightstown?
Knightstown's they're a 5-4 football team. They've got some explosive players. They're a good football team. The quarterback is kind of the head of the snake. He's thrown for a bunch of yards. He's got a big, strong arm. You got to stay over the top. You got to keep them in front of you, and you got to be up to tackle. They've got a nice running back. He's got good vision. He does a good job of accelerating through the hole. He's got some quickness to him, and then they've got a clear-cut receiver that they like to get the ball to, who's really had some explosive plays throughout the year. That's been the difference in some of their football games. So, we're going to have to do a really good job defensively, keeping those guys in check. I feel like their offense is the strength of their football team. And, with that said, we have a tall task in front of us defensively, but I feel like we're ready. I feel like it is a good matchup for us. I feel like we have some really talented players in our secondary to kind of match their throw game, and I'm really pleased with how our kids have been tackling the last few weeks, and so I feel super encouraged about that. Defensively, their middle backer, he's their strongest player. He's getting the majority of their tackles. We'll have to have a plan for him. They like to get aggressive with him and some different blitzes and stuff they've showed over the last couple weeks. So you got to have that all in check, and then special teams, they're going to have to be special, and that's something that's been really great for us all year long, and they're going to have to be great for us again Friday night.
Well, this just in, Jeremy, I know that me and Tara, we've talked quite a bit about, we want to get that cheer block as big as possible up at Knightstown, and we have actually agreed that we're actually going to pay for the first 30 kids to get in from West Washington, so we're going to pay for the first 30 kids.
Yeah, that's awesome, because, I thought we had a great atmosphere last Friday night, and I thought it definitely played a role in the outcome of the game, and, man, it sure would be nice to get people to travel. I know it's a long trip, but I expect us to travel well and have a great crowd again Friday night.
Absolutely. Jeremy, I tell you what, I've got Brennan here. I'm going to actually talk to him for a little bit. I'm going to let you get off the phone, let you get back to get some family time, and you want to stay on there and listen, that'd be great.
Hey, I really appreciate it, Chris. I'm just gonna get off here, and I'm gonna listen on the radio.
Hey, no problem, buddy. I tell you what, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna stick. We gotta pay a bill or two. We'll be right back. Stick with me.
It's almost time for Boo Bash 2025, coming up on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stevens Museum grounds in Salem. Open to all ages, children and families are welcome to come visit the haunted grounds and trick-or-treat with local law enforcement, WSLM, local clubs, and civic organizations. Everyone is invited to attend. For more information, call Becky White at 812-620-7271 or email at wslmradio@gmail.com. Come out for an evening of treats, family, and lots of fun. Boo Bash 2025 at the Stevens Memorial Museum on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. See you there.
Yes, and we are back here at McDonald's. It's Wednesday. It's Coach's Corner, and the ice cream machine is working. I'm telling you, is the ice cream machine still working? Yep, it's still working. It's highfalutin right now, boys and girls. They've got frappes. They got this new pumpkin treat thing. You need to come there and get a bite of that. That thing's amazing looking. I tell you what, the staff here has just been great to me all year, and I want to thank them. And right now, I got Big Brendan Spears right here in front of me. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, Chris. I'm excited to be on here. I'm ready to talk about the games coming up and about the
I got to know. I've coached you for a long time. I got to know, what is your favorite football memory?
My favorite football memory would probably be after the Perry Central game on the bus ride home this year.
Mm-hmm.
We partied it up on the bus. Me, Gavin Clooney, Rolando, just a bunch of us. Coach Murphy was on there. We were all singing the songs that Clooney was playing on the speaker.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Got a win back. It took us a minute, but we got back into it.
Yeah.
Hoping to keep it on going.
Yeah, because, I mean, that win was a long time coming as well, because, I mean, for the last 2 years, I'm pretty sure that, West Morrison actually lost against it. So to bring that back was, kind of a big deal.
Yep, it felt good to get that win.
Yeah, it did. So I was kind of hoping he would say, well, when I was playing for this really big, good-looking guy, he was like the greatest coach ever in Little League. That's what I was kind of hoping you were going to talk about. But, that's okay. That's okay. We know that, we still know you love me. So I just got to thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
But, no, Brennan, I have to say that, I have spent a lot of time over the years with you in different sporting avenues when it comes to baseball, football, basketball. And I've seen you do, wrestling. I think you did wrestling at one point.
I went out there.
Yeah, so I mean, I've known you for a minute. Knowing you for as long as I have, I've really seen you come into it a lot more this year than I have in the past. And I think that's a part of maturity, and I'm proud to actually see the direction you've gone through. Last week, after the win at Salem, I came up to you and you were crying, and just to give you that hug and just to let you know, hey, I've been here this entire time for you, and the emotions and to see the emotions coming from you shows me that you really wanted this extremely bad. But and I say this win from Salem, but it's not just the win from Salem. This is potentially that was the last time you guys were going to get to play on that field out there. I mean, that's what hit home to me, is knowing that and seeing all these kids. That's rough when you think about it like that. So, but to see the how you've matured over the years, man, I tell you what, it's an honor to know you. So,
yeah, growing up, I felt like I was scared to get hit because I felt like I was going to hurt someone, but it was actually hurting me.
Yeah.
Coming in these
I think I remember somebody telling you that you got to hit them harder than they hit you because it's going to hurt them. If you don't hit them harder than they hit you, it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, these last few years playing for West Washington under Coach Lowry's staff, it's just turned me into a better player than I ever imagined I could be. They've taught me how to tackle properly, how to hit harder, got me a lot stronger with Coach Nance in the weight room, got me a lot faster, and coming into this year, I knew that this was my last year no matter what, unless I can get a scholarship, but that's a hard thing to do.
It is a hard thing to do. I remember if you want to play, I mean, there are opportunities for you to play, not just to get a scholarship. I mean, there's a lot of D3, D2 teams out there that you can actually go and you can still be a part of a team. So don't think this is the end. But, okay, so here we're going to get in the gauntlet. Okay, senior, what's the plan for next year? You're going to graduate. What's after high school?
Currently, I have sent a few emails out to a couple of schools, like Franklin University, a small D3, D2 schools, and I'm just waiting for replies. They have my huddle clips, everything. I've put together highlight reels and sent that out to them. But if I don't get replies from them, I plan on going to a lineman school.
Okay, so that's a very, very good school. That was my next question. So if that doesn't go for you, lineman is okay. So let me explain. A lineman is somebody who goes out and puts the lines on telephone poles, right?
Yeah,
we'll make sure we're talking about the same thing here. Which I deal with those people a lot, and very dangerous job. It pays very, very well, but it's a very good job. That is a very good avenue to go down. Now, where would you go to lineman school like that?
There's a lot in Indiana, but the one that I have been talking to with the counselors at school and everything is down in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. It's not too far away from Nashville.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about going down there because it just gets me out of the comfort range of being near home and stuff. And
yeah, and that's kind of a big thing, when you look at wanting to be around home. I mean, and I say it to kids all the time. Explore your options. Don't think that Florida is that far away, because or anywhere. I mean, when I graduated high school, Tara graduated college. It wasn't the same year, people. I'm not that older, but when she graduated college, we decided to go to Wisconsin, and so we were there for 10 years, and then came back. And I think one of the best things you could possibly do is leave this area, go away, and then come back. Because the appreciation you find is a whole different avenue of what Salem, Washington County really is. So, okay, I give you a golden ticket. I'm giving you a golden ticket to buy whatever car you want to buy. It's any of them. What is it?
I would buy a Ford Mustang 1969. It is just a nice car, and preferably in the navy blue.
69. So that is the ultimate. That's the ultimate car for Brennan.
Yep. I don't want none of these newer, fancier cars. I want to go back to the classics and drive me a nice one.
Yep, that's awesome. So like a 302 Bob, something like that. Yeah, I know. Shelby. Oh yeah. It's got to be the Shelby. So okay. So girlfriend, is there one?
She's actually right there.
Oh my gosh, and she's here. And okay, so that you do realize that there's sometimes I ask some really kind of crazy questions that you might not want her to know. So because I've asked questions of, is there a girlfriend? And they're like, no, yes, no. So yeah, there's been whole stories behind that one. I've gotten kids in a lot of trouble doing that. So just to let you know. But man, as I tell you what, it's great talking to you. It was actually it's. Unfortunately, I think, this is probably one of the only times that, we've actually gotten to sit down and actually have a conversation like this. But, in all honesty, when it comes to interviewing you guys on the radio, I don't get to do this very often because, I usually am only interviewing seniors. And, to see that you're a senior, it's bittersweet to me to know that, I've coached you, and also I'm getting old. So that doesn't help either. So I got to know, and all the peoples want to know, what's the go-to McDonald's meal for you?
Depending on the money, but
no money.
Money.
You got a golden ticket. Yeah, I gave you a golden ticket.
I go for a double quarter pounder deluxe.
Double quarter pounder deluxe. Now you got to know. I'll tell you what. Now Brennan, when he was younger, he was a little stick of a boy, and he's gained some weight. He's got some muscle. So yeah, now he can actually sustain that type of a meal at McDonald's. So, but hey man, thanks so much for coming in and talking with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I'll tell you what, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back with. I think we got a couple more here. There's one. Yeah, we got a couple more. I'll tell you what, we'll be right back. Stick with me.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Hey, we are back. We are back at we are back at Coach's Corner. I can tell you this: it is an absolute blast here today. Oh, well, we got Jack dropping his coat. Good thing he doesn't drop the ball like that. Oh yes, I said it.
I'm more used to that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad last year. Yeah, and the beginning of this year wasn't real great either because with all the changing of the centers and stuff.
It wasn't as bad as last year, but definitely during the summer it was kind of a concern.
Just leave that for the employees. We don't care about that. We'll make them come over and clean up on all them. So boys, thanks for coming back with me again tonight. This is kind of a big deal for your old dad here to know that last week was extremely emotional. Got to call the last season of the game, the last season game for my kids. So it was senior night. It was, I can tell you, it was an absolute phenomenal time for me. How was everything on senior night for you guys? Jack, you go first. So how was your senior night?
It was great. Couldn't have imagined a better atmosphere to have senior night on. Couldn't imagine a better game, better outcome. It was just a great night. My personal best on tackles couldn't have gone better for me.
Now, you actually changed positions last week, didn't you? So I didn't. So who was it that actually said, okay, because at one point I thought you was middle linebacker. Who moved to middle linebacker last week?
Wyatt.
So Wyatt moved to middle. Okay, so I was, for some reason, I thought I heard Coach say that. I'm like, I'm going to go based on what Coach said because I didn't notice it. I didn't really pay much attention. But I think with having that dynamic of being in the middle and then you being on the outside, I think that's actually what stopped a lot of Salem's runs. Yeah, I agree completely. Wyatt figured really well, and that helped us stop all their run game pretty much. Yeah. So Gavin, what about you? How was senior night for you?
Oh, it was definitely a night. I was so excited after the game, but gosh, I don't think I've ever had an atmosphere like that before in a game.
So I tell you, it was wild because me and your mom was sitting there calling the game, and the very first play of the game, Gavin kicks the ball off. Goes right to Peyton Shockey. Peyton Shockey, takes off, cuts to the left, gets to about the 40-yard line, and is not tackled. And then the last line of defense is the kicker. And there you said. And it's like you had this look, and it's like, oh, I'm getting ready to tackle this guy. I'm getting ready to tackle Peyton. So then you tackle Peyton, and your arm pops out.
Yeah, well, I definitely don't like tackling people.
Because it happens every time you tackle somebody, your arm pops out.
Yeah, if anybody's listening, my shoulder pops out basically when I can do anything.
Yeah.
I could be running, it would pop out.
Yeah.
But, it was bad because every time on defense, I'm not allowing defense anymore because my arm will pop out.
Every time.
Terrible. But, first play I was like, oh, dang, I got to go get this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
knowing what was going to happen, because that's the reason you knew what was going to happen.
I was like, oh, crap. So I went and tackled him. I was like, if it popped out, grabbed it, pulled it down, it went back into place, and I was like, well, got the whole game. Might as well get used to it.
So at one point, I think I saw, I saw Jack. You got pretty excited a few times during that game. Also, I mean, I saw you just, there was a few tackles you got. You were just, you were on fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that first tackle for loss. I think I had on Logan Dent near the goal line. I just got up and I started yelling. I kind of felt like Ken Scatterboot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I can tell you this: last year it was a completely different game. What's crazy is I don't think it was a different game to the point of they were better than West Washington. West Washington was better than them. I think it's who wanted it more. One, and number two, I think last year there was a lot of nerves that aren't there this year.
Yeah, I completely agree. And a lot of it is experience. Coach talked about how we're a young team, but even though we're still young, we're really experienced for how young we are.
Right.
And I think, like you said, who wanted it more, our guys, they were just still mad about last year, still had that sour taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
And that's why I told everybody I was still mad about last year and we had to go get this game.
Right.
Tasted like cottage cheese. It was nasty.
Tastes like cottage cheese. Come on, man. I don't know what she eats.
I don't know why. It's kind of disgusting.
Only good in lasagna. I don't understand it. But hey, so we got Knightstown this week. I did announce a huge announcement to where me and your mom was actually going to paying for 30 kids to get in. So that way we can get the fan bus up there and be glad to actually pay that money so we can get that we need to get that West Washington atmosphere from here all the way to Knightstown.
Oh, absolutely.
So I didn't get a chance to ask Jeremy. I know you guys have actually been talking about how the bus ride's going to be up there. It's a 2.5-hour bus ride. Halfway, I think you guys are going to stop and play a little scrimmage football maybe to get warmed up. I don't know how
I don't know about that. We'll probably do a little bit of stretching, but other than that, we'll probably just jump the bus, go pee.
Yeah, I was going to say, cause I know half the team on there that you're going to have to pee. You're going to have to, because you're going to be.
You'll have to stop like.
I want to stop. I know, right? It's like okay, I want to have, and I've got it planned out. Because I can't go there, and the only way it's going to work is if, and all the way back is really going to suck because it's going to be dark, and so but then I can just stop in a Walmart parking lot and just pee right there in the park. Or why not? Just I'm talking about peeing on the air. So, but hey, I tell you what, hey, thank you very much for coming in here and talking to me again, boys. hopefully we can have the same conversation next week because the rule is if you lose, you don't come back.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be able to talk on all three teams next week. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But hey, I tell you what. Hey, it's been a great night tonight. Had some great interviews, and I want to thank everybody for all the support you've given me. And if this is my last broadcast for the year, God bless you all. And I can tell you, hopefully, I'll get to see you next week.
Well, we've got another episode of Coach's Corner in the books for WSLS. Listen, we'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. live from Salem McDonald's. Join us for live broadcasts of the Salem, Eastern, and West Washington football games on Friday night. And tune in to WSLM for IU and Purdue football on Saturday. And catch the Colts on Sunday afternoon. At WSLM, we know you love your sport. So we'll throw in the Cincinnati Reds during the week, NASCAR and other Big Ten and NFL games on Mondays and Thursday nights. You're truly in the sports zone here on WSLM. And Chris, well, much like me in a few minutes, Chris has already left the building. See you next week.